will. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Dan-A-Plooza. I am your host, Dan the Man, and it is wrestling night here tonight at Dan-A-Plooza. Round of applause for Slammin Sammy.
Yeah.
and and also a round of applause for Paris McQueen. So I want to thank both. Yep. I want to thank um, both ladies for being here on Dan-A-Plooza today. Shout out to Lucy. Lucy was not feeling well today, and shout out to Ashley. We missed them, but we will do the show. Let's go ahead and talk about some wrestling events. So, Paris McQueen, she will be wrestling this Saturday, October 25th, at Pro Wrestling King. It is a no DQ match versus Cassie Clay for the Women's Championship. So, if you are in the area, please go ahead and support Paris McQueen and cheer her on as she defends the women's title.
It's not mine yet, but thank you.
All right. And wrestling events we have coming up for Slammin Sammy. November 1st, the PCWA Terror and the Shook. She's going up against Val Verman. It is a last woman standing match for the PCWA. Is it Bushholds Auction Championship?
Yes.
Okay. And then November 8th, PCWA Pride and Glory. So make sure to go ahead and check out Slammin Sammy. It'll be a slammin' time at wrestling November 1st and November 8th.
Absolutely.
All right. There we go with the promo segment. Let us now move forward to the honors segment. This is where Dan the Man honors both guests for doing his show today. So let's first honor Slammin Sammy. Sammy, thanks for doing the show again. We appreciate it. And I know that you have promoted this like very, very much, like I always see her sharing it and like lots of eyes on for this. So, I really appreciate what you do with promoting the event. So thank you very much. I know you're always down for being on the show. And, we enjoy what you're doing in the squared circle. So kudos to you. So thank you, Slammin Sammy.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much for having me on once again.
Thank you. And now we are going to honor Paris McQueen. Paris, this is her first time doing the show. We know that she is the woman not to mess with in the squared circle, and we enjoy her blogs, and we know that she's a proud champion and a tough champion. So kudos to these amazing, beautiful women. Thank you, Paris McQueen, for being here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and shift gears, and we're going to give the ladies the power of the show. So, ladies, there's 3 ways the show can go. So, right now, we could do where I ask questions and then do impressions later. I can do impressions now and ask questions later, or we could do the popular mixed bag where I do question impression. Ladies, you can decide how you want this show to continue.
I don't like making decisions. Sammy, do you have a choice?
We can go, either way when it comes down to it. So.
Well, we can just mix bag it then, because I think mix bagging is us not making a decision and then it just kind of being random. Which I kind of like.
We will go with the popular mixed bag. It's picked 90% of the time. All right. So
Because I don't have to make the decision.
Yeah. So let's first start with the question. And this question is, what are some favorite entrances from wrestlers, be it in WWE, AEW, TNA, ROH, Indies, New Japan? What are some entrances that you enjoy of other wrestlers in any of these companies? Sammy, do you want to start first?
Okay, so what I think personally to me is that are big entrances and stuff is I am a big Seth Rollins head, so get that out of the way. So my the one entrance that he did was at WrestleMania 41. I thought that entrance was really great, just professionally and personally, just the way it went and stuff. And I also think whenever I because I just cosplayed as Seth Rollins here recently, and I thought for me personally and professionally too that entrance was phenomenal. And they started doing the song with me. I was like, yes. And then yeah, and then I always am a fan of Tyler Breeze's entrance, just his song and everything and all that sort of thing.
Selfie, yes. So I'm glad that you chose those. I knew it was going to be Seth Rollins. I had seen your cosplay. So do you enjoy the current Seth Rollins theme song, or do you more like when it was more like the song right after the Shield?
I definitely do enjoy like the current song that he has right now. I mean, it was very fun, obviously, to use it myself. So, I mean that's one of his best songs. But I also think too that his best songs were coming out of the Shield, especially a 40 Rollins theme song and all that sort of thing. So.
That's awesome and amazing, and I'm glad that you enjoy it so much. Paris, do you have some in mind?
So when I think of a good entrance, I always think of like stage presence. And when you do it, you should be able to tell who a character is within the first, like I believe it's 10 seconds coming out. So when I think of a good entrance, I think for stage presence, I think of like the Miz. I really love the Miz's entrance. And then when I think of like character work, I look at like Bray Wyatt and Undertaker, where like they are completely different entrances compared to everybody else, but you know for a fact who that character is as soon as they come out, pretty much.
Exactly. So, are you talking the Bray Wyatt Eater of Worlds, or are you talking the Fiend of Bray Wyatt? Do you like all of them?
I'll be honest, I'm a Bray Wyatt mark, so like any of the Bray Wyatt entrances are pretty good. But I do have a really big soft spot for like the Wyatt family entrance.
Yeah, Are you enjoying the Wyatt 6 right now?
I haven't really watched much of the Wyatt 6. I'll be honest, when they started it up, I really wanted to see them out in the ring, but I feel like they burned through a story for so long, it made me not interested really in watching them wrestle anymore, unfortunately.
I understand. But I think those are really good. As far as Undertaker, are you a mark for all the Undertaker, the Phenom, the American Badass,
When I was little, it was the Phenom, so I also have a really big soft spot for the Phenom. My mom will argue that like oh my gosh, the Undertaker where he came out in the Biker Taker, that was her favorite entrance, but I think the Phenom, just because I was a kid when he came out and did that, that's my favorite.
Even when the Undertaker wore snakeskin pants? Do you remember that?
I don't remember that part. I do not remember him wearing the snakeskin pants, but I know the story of him wearing the snakeskin pants.
Yeah. He still has a Michelle McCool is still ripping him on that. Yep. She's like, those need to come out of retirement. He's like, no.
If they come out of retirement, he's coming out of retirement. And no offense to him, but he just needs to. We need to just stay there. I think.
For me, I'll go ahead and say a few. Macho Man. That's one of mine. And that goes back to that stage present and the dun 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 dun, you know. And the oh yeah, you know. So Macho. Brett was always one of mine. You know, everyone wanted to be the kid with the sunglasses. There was a few, and then Diamond Dallas Page was always one of mine because he got the crowd involved. He come through the crowd, and probably I also enjoyed the Shield. That's the Seth Rollins coming through the crowd, and my favorite ones now is, of course, Rhea Ripley. I enjoy that one, you know. The song. And then Lyra Valkyria, even with the woo, you know, just I feel like that's another fun one. You know, when the audience can participate, I think those are good. I do like Jey Uso, but sometimes I feel like it goes on for such a longer time now. So, but those are my favorite entrances, and I'll tell you what. For the impression, we can do the movies, or I'll do entrances if you'd rather that. Would you rather I do impressions of some entrance music?
I don't know how you're doing entrances.
We can you know mix them up a little bit and do you know like just bind them together.
Okay. So do you guys want me to spin or do you want to pick?
Do you want to spin?
Yeah, we can go that route.
All right. We'll spin. Okay. Okay. So it landed on Scream. You guys familiar with that movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and do the impression. I'm going to use my timer. So you ready?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Okay. Ring, ring. Hello. Who is this? Hello. Do you know who this is? Why are you calling? So I have someone to talk to. Do you like scary movies? What's your favorite scary movie? Nightmare on Elm Street. That's where the guy had knives for fingers. Mm-hmm. You and I, we're gonna play a little game. All right. So that was my ghost face. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm glad you liked it. I actually met Roger Jackson, who did the voice of Ghostface, so he talked to me a little bit about doing the voice. So.
Oh, that's cool.
But all right.
Yeah, nice.
I only do that if like a telemarketer calls, you know.
Whoa.
All right. Next question. What are some of your favorite moves to use on your opponent in the ring?
Well, for me personally, my favorite moves to use are are obviously, you know, my signature, the Russian leg sweep. I obviously, you know, love doing one. I think that professionally and personally for myself in general just looks great. And I love my finisher, the Sammy Slammer, which is the Boss Man Slam.
Oh,
so, yeah. So
that's a good one.
It's very nice, and I I also enjoy, doing, the leg drop, the old Hogan drop. So
The slamming leg drop.
yes, slamming leg drop. One of the things that it should be called and stuff. And also, I love doing the pedigree because Triple H, and obviously also too, that's an homage to Seth Rollins in a way. So those are professionally moves that I think look good for me personally and professionally. So
That's great. You don't curtsy like Hunter does when he used to do the pedigree. He used to curtsy and hit the pedigree.
No, I just go full in on it.
There you go. What about you, Paris?
I feel like there's one move that Sammy knows that I really love doing on people. She's taking it twice for me now. I don't know. There's just something in stink face in somebody that's just really funny to me. So I like stink facing people and hip attacking people. And then I also just like doing my finisher. My finisher is the Rude Awakening, which is a swing out sitting neck breaker. But those are my favorite because I feel like they're the ones that I execute the best, and they're the ones that I believe are the smoothest, and I can do on anybody. So I love them.
There you go. So Slammy has been on the end of that, haven't you?
Yeah, not a good thing, but not a good thing. But
some people argue. Some people argue.
They're owed.
Of course they do.
Listen, I'm just saying that I went to go get somebody hip attack the other day, and I turned around to go do it, and they went. As I was turning around, I was like, "Oh, okay."
But those are definitely good finishing moves, and I'm glad that they are working out well for you, and I hope someday to see them live. Now, just know I'll cheer for both of you. Yeah. Now, if you're fighting each other, it's going to be split.
Yeah, of course.
You're allowed to do it for me. I'm a mean person sometimes.
That's all right. So one that I always enjoyed is just it's not really a move that I like. It's just the eye poke, just a poke in the eye. I always enjoyed that from Roddy Piper because Roddy Piper was that, and then a sleeper hold. I've always just enjoyed the sleeper hold. But yeah, I was a big Roddy Piper fan, so anytime can do that, and I also enjoy the curb stomp that Seth does. I'm glad he's able to do it again. And then the Riptide, which I feel like would hurt really, really bad. So, but I'm glad that you have those moves. All right. Shall we do another impression?
Absolutely, sure.
All right. Okay. So it landed on Gremlins. You guys know Gremlins?
For me personally, I haven't seen it, so I don't really
I've seen
know it.
Trailer for it.
That counts. That's like the preview of it. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. Okay, and begin.
Oh, girl, your whole ear.
Now, son, there's a couple rules. This is a Mogwai, and there's first rule is don't feed him after midnight, and then don't get him wet, and don't ever feed him if he's hungry. Right, right. That's me. All right. So that's a fun movie. I've actually met Zach Gilligan, who played Billy in that, and then I met Mark Dobson, who was actually one of the puppeteers for the Gremlins. So
That's neat. I would be a puppeteer.
yeah,
Yeah, that's nice.
exactly. I feel like you would do really well at puppeteering, Paris.
Thank you. I try.
Yeah, she seems like that person.
Well, right now I'm also
Listen. I just do a whole Muppet. I don't care.
I talked to an animator last week who animated Daria, so he might come on this show. I don't know if you remember the show Daria.
That's cool.
Nice.
So it was cool because he had all kinds of storyboards, and he drew a Daria sketch for me. So, all right. So
That's nice.
Oh yeah, I always enjoyed that show. Did you enjoy that show?
It wasn't one that I watched.
Yeah, I didn't really watch that one either. So
This is really just exposing me and Sammy as just we both don't watch TV shows.
I'm writing a note. No television, no movies.
Like if you talk about like some video games if Markiplier's played it, I've probably watched that. I like Markiplier.
Okay. Who is it? I'm supposed to meet Tails from Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't know if you like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, I've heard of Sonic, so.
Yep. And then
I like Tails.
I have met who is it? I met some people from Halo, then the Red versus Blue.
Oh, okay. Like the actual Rooster Teeth team, or just like the voice actors?
The voice actors who voiced the Halo people and Rooster Teeth. So
yeah, pretty cool.
All right. So I want to know who would you like to tag with in the squared circle in the future? You tag with anybody.
If there's anybody that I'd like to tag with, like in the in the future, or whatnot, I think get into like a little mixed match tag team action with Seth Rollins. That definitely would be a future sight to see. I don't know how Becky would like that, but yeah, I'll get all that smoke. So, but yeah, if there's anyone if anyone too, I'd like to tag with also like Becky Lynch. She's just one of those people out there that are very good, and like we have kind of like the same like. When she was playing face, we kind of have like that same like Rocky Balboa babyface character in a way. So that's something that I really think like if it got together, it would in a way blend really well in a way. And also too, I like Ricky Sainz a lot too. So in a way, that would be a nice like person to tag with in a way. So yeah.
There you go. All right. All right. And Paris is back.
I'm so sorry, my Wi-Fi went out.
All right. Well, you're good.
Paris is practicing teleporting, so.
Yes.
Okay. What was the Sammy, did you finish the question? I'm so sorry.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, it was if you could tag with anybody, who would you choose?
Okay. So if I had to choose, I would have to go based off of like who would complement my personality well or who could go with it well. And openly, I think me and lovely Miss Larkin could do something really fun together. I think we both have very energetic characters. And I don't really know about anybody else I would tag with. Like, I like managing, so I'd like to manage, like, if you know who, like, the Bachelor Benjamin Boone is, I'd love to manage him. Or just maybe anybody who's, like, he has one kind of, but, like, somebody that has a more serious personality who can play off of my playful personality.
Can I mention that I thought of a tag team partner for you? Did I just mention this tag team duo?
Yeah.
I thought you would do. I thought you and Rikishi, team Stinkface, you and
Me and Rikishi?
Yeah.
Makes sense in that regard.
Hey, listen, if he wants to do it, I think we can make it happen.
So I thought that would be a good team. But yeah, for me, I would never tag. I would manage because I have no business being in a squared circle. But if I could manage anybody, it would be Rhea. I would just
there you go.
She could just beat everybody up, and I'll just hold the belt or something. But that's who I would choose. I'm also a Bailey fan too, so I also enjoy her too.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
She just came back to her hugger gimmick, didn't she? Or
yeah, I think too, like they're trying to make it like it's like a character with like her psychic, and she's going all a bit Lulu in a way while being nice. It's a whole other thing going on.
Yeah, it's like split personality.
Okay.
Yeah, split personality thing.
Okay.
Because sometimes she's hugging people and then she's calling them a stupid idiot, 2 minutes later. So, I definitely meant to mention. So, just going back to finishing moves, or just a move that I like seeing was D'Lo Brown. I always like the little head shake and the little leg drop. Yeah. But all right, let me do another impression. I'll spin the wheel, and it landed on Ghostbusters. Have you seen Ghostbusters? Heard of it?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard of Ghostbusters, and I know the song too. So,
Paris.
I've never heard of it. I wanted to watch the new remake just to see how it was, but I've never watched it.
Oh, it's pretty good. The second one, with the ice and everything, and with Frozen and the tribute and having the old guys there, to come back. So it's definitely has its quirks, and it's definitely funny. All right,
Okay.
so let me go ahead and do this. All right, and let me begin. I'm afraid no ghost. Get her? That's your big plan? Get her? Shh. Listen, I personally liked when we worked at the university. We had money. We could fund for stuff. Who's leaving? They're leaving. Well, listen, we have a special going this week. We're actually considering getting off the containment. I simply won't pay it. I'll just put it back in the ballroom. All right, there we go.
honestly, my mind went right to the song whenever you started impersonating the song, because I immediately fought back to the song, because that's the first thing I heard when I heard of Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah, and then there's the classic Gozer line: "Are you a god?" No, then die. So there's always some classic lines in Ghostbusters. All right. As we get to wrap things up here on Dan-A-Plooza, Is there anything else that you would like to say, Slammin' Sammy?
Well, what I'd like to say is, for my matches, make sure, you tune in for those and, come on down to the shows and buy yourself some, Slammin' Sammy merch too. Got million of things, got, shirts, Slammy the Bears, and then we got new, charms, which you can make a keychain, bracelet, or necklace, whatever it is that your, heart desires. And obviously I got photos and all that stuff. So, yeah, come on out and get some stuff during intermission, and, it'll be a slamming time.
Slammin' time indeed. Paris, any last words?
Support your indie wrestling. Come down to indie wrestling. If you want to follow me on anything, it's at SSB McQueen. And if you haven't heard it today, I will tell you that I love you and I'm happy that you're here.
All right. So I want to go ahead and wrap it up here on Dan-A-Plooza. I am Dan the Man. Let's give also a big hand to Slammin' Sammy and Paris McQueen. Go ahead and support these ladies, buy their merch, and also follow them on social media. That's going to do it for here on Halloween. Everyone enjoy their Halloween. Dan-A-Plooza will be back in November. Stay tuned and have a good night.